Welcome to this very important presentation. Please turn up your speakers and switch off any distractions. We don't have a lot of time here, so I've condensed a lot of very important information into this very short, precise presentation with zero fluff. So let's get started. What I'm about to show you is hands down the number one way to generate high quality leads that you can turn into clients and grow your business. This works in any service-based business, whether that be cleaning, security, mechanical, catering, dental, chiro, plumbing, you get the idea. And you're about to see exactly how. Now let me guess. Yes, you became a business owner because you always dreamed of working 14-hour days just to make a couple of $100,000 a year and barely ever see friends and family, right? That's the reality for most self-employed business owners. But there is a better way, and in the next few minutes you're going to learn a proven way by becoming not a self-employed business owner, but a real business owner that has other people working for you whilst you reap the benefits and have more time to spend with your family and friends by working on your business rather than in your business. On this short presentation, you'll discover what most self-employed business owners are currently doing and why they are not generating enough new clients to be able to go from a self-employed business owner with maybe just themselves and a couple of employees to handle the overflow of jobs you're getting to becoming a thriving real business. You're going to learn the number one way to generate high quality clients instantly. You'll also learn how you can generate 4 times as many leads for your business in the next 7 days using this strategy than any other method you're currently using. The real question I have for you right now is this: if you had to generate new high quality clients for your business today, what would you do? Let's have a look at what other business owners try to do. First, the good old newspaper ads. Those are outdated and go stale, providing diminishing returns on marketing spend because it's the same readership. Newspaper ads don't get you great results if you want to grow beyond being a self-employed business owner. Billboards can get you some results, but they're more about branding. They're very expensive and go stale very quickly, which is why billboard companies will try to get you into a 6-month contract because they know that after the first 2 months of your billboard being up, the results are going to go down dramatically because it's the same people driving past them every day. Television is very expensive and, again, is mostly for branding purposes because it's a very low return on investment from TV. Radio is another one that's outdated and another one that's going to get you a low return on investment because you have an elderly crowd that you're going to be targeting with radio and the same listenership, which is why those ads stop working very quickly. Or let's look at what the new up-and-coming business owners are doing, which is using Google. And note, this is not about SEO or search engine optimization. I'm here to show you the fastest way to generate high-quality clients for your business fast using the internet and specifically Google. And again, this is not about SEO. So here is the $100 billion question. What is the biggest difference between Google and all these other forms of advertising you see here on your screen, namely newspaper ads, billboards, TV, and radio? The difference and why Google is king, and bigger in fact than all of those other industries combined, is because when a client is searching on Google, they're a red hot prospect who is searching for you. They have already taken an action and are much closer to becoming a client than someone that you interrupt with advertising, like billboard advertising, Facebook ads, TV, etc. You're trying to catch someone's attention who is not specifically looking for your service. Google is the exact opposite. Prospects from Google are the highest quality of client you can have because they're going into Google and searching for you. So let's say you're a chiropractor in, say, Sydney, for example, and someone is typing into Google chiropractor in Manly, and your practice is in Manly. That is a red hot prospect. It doesn't get any better than that. They search, they find, they click, and they call. And here's why you can't ignore Google anymore. Business owners tried to ignore the internet for many years, but as you can see here, in 2007, you might have been able to get away with ignoring Google. 2008, same thing. 2009, okay. But look at the growth here from 2011 to 2012. The number of searches on Google has almost doubled and then doubles again from 2012 to 2013 due to the amount of people searching on their smartphones on the internet, and now just about everyone uses Google on a day-to-day basis. And fast forward to today, 2016 and beyond, and Google is handling over 2 trillion searches per day. So if you're a business owner and think that you shouldn't be advertising on Google, then I really don't know what to tell you. You probably don't need to listen to the rest of this presentation because you're probably just stuck in your old set ways and you should just go back to doing the same old thing that you're doing right now. But for those of you who want to grow your business and you realize the internet is no longer the future but the here and the now, Google is not just the number one search engine. They are in fact now the largest company in the world. Bigger than Apple, bigger than Facebook, even bigger than ExxonMobil of Rockefeller fame. Google is not going away anytime soon, so pay close attention to what you're about to hear right now because this is the number one way to generate high quality clients instantly. First of all, let's discuss what this is not. This is not SEO or search engine optimization. Actually, a better description of SEO is search engine manipulation. SEO used to be a great way to generate free traffic to your website, but Google is a lot smarter now, and with every update to their search algorithm, which is almost daily, Google are actively looking to see if you're doing anything to rank your business under the top of the search results in an artificial manner. And in case you didn't know, all SEO is black hat. And if Google catches you at it, which is highly likely nowadays, Google will punish you by pushing your website from the top of the search results all the way to page 50. That's called a Google slap. Google looks at SEO as if you're stealing from them. And it's never a good idea to upset the biggest corporation in the world, especially when they're in the business of bringing you business. SEO is incredibly slow to get results with, sometimes taking years to reach page 1 if you're in a competitive industry. Why risk your business with high-risk, slow-result methods like SEO that only go after 1 or 2 keywords when you can be at the top of first page of Google for hundreds of keywords instantly by using Google AdWords? So, very quickly, what is a Google ad? Well, let's take a look at this Google search for an immigration lawyer in Los Angeles. You can see the top 3 results on the page are Google ads, which show relevant companies there when they use Google ads effectively. The 4th business listing you can see, well, that's called an organic listing, which is the spot where an SEO company is trying to get you to by leapfrogging companies that are actually deserving to be there due to the number of years they've been around and the number of searches they receive and the number of mentions from trusted companies who link back to that business over a period of many years, plus the number of social mentions that business might have on sites such as Twitter and Facebook. So the first 3 results are Google AdWords, and that's how Google makes their money from business owners just like you who advertise their local business month in, month out religiously. When someone clicks on the ad, Google charges you, the business owner, for that click. Coming back to the business with the arrow marked SEO. If, and I'm not saying this business definitely used SEO to artificially rank the business on the first page of Google, but what I am saying is if you suddenly decide to want to rank your business on the first page of Google using SEO, well, good luck with that. Businesses would have been using SEO in your niche for years, and if you think in a couple of months you're going to come in and rise above a business that has been using SEO for maybe 3, 4 or 5 years, forget it. Plus, we're talking about paying thousands of dollars per month for 8, 12 or 18 months to maybe be on the first page of Google for 1 or 2 half-decent keywords. Or you could use Google AdWords right now and be on the top of the first page of Google, and not just 1 or 2 keywords like in SEO, but for hundreds of keywords and SEO variations instantly. So let's talk about what makes for a successful AdWords campaign and what makes an AdWords campaign not so successful, and why most Google AdWords campaigns, especially if you're trying to do this yourself, fail. The number one reason is that they don't even have a landing page. What is a landing page? Well, chances are, if you're watching this video right now, you're looking at a landing page because this video is embedded into a landing page. It could also be that a company is using an awful landing page that's not been properly meta tagged and keyword coded, and oftentimes is not even mobile optimized. And in the majority of cases, if you click on an AdWords ad, it will take you straight to a company's main website with lots of pages and dozens of different links and information overload on this and that about their company. That is not what gets traffic to convert into a phone call. If you want to convert that traffic into people picking up the phone and calling you, you need a high converting landing page that's been specifically made for people who have clicked on your AdWords ad and then through multiple call to action triggers pick up the phone and call your business. So if you've ever had a Google AdWords campaign before and never gotten the results that you've wanted, this could go a long way to giving you an understanding as to why that may have been the case. Now let's have a look at the second most common reason why Google AdWords campaigns fail, namely horrible ads with low CTR or click-through rates. If you have a bad ad, which is often the case with most advertisers who throw up one ad on Google and don't continuously split test their ads, and then couple that with not knowing anything about good copywriting, and they end up with bad ads with low click-through rates. Let's have a look at what constitutes a good ad and compare that to what makes for a bad ad. You can see in the first image they have their Google Places integrated with their ad, and they have their site links showing what they specialise in, being family law, child custody, divorce, and other areas that they specialise in. The phone number is in the ad too, and there is a main selling point being that they are aggressive and affordable. And there is a strong call to action, which is to call now for a free consultation. Now, let's compare that to the one below, and we can see for starters, they don't even have their Google Places, or Google My Business as it's now called, integrated into the ad. Secondly, the ad copy is horrible. Speak with a family law specialist. That's all. The difference between the success of the top ad and the bottom ad also depends on whether they have a high converting landing page rather than a company website. The business on the bottom example will not get a good result from their campaign and will probably lose money on their campaign, and they'll say that Google AdWords doesn't work. The third reason why many Google AdWords campaigns fail is due to bad campaign setup. So basically, if you go and try and set up your own campaign, you're probably going to fail miserably. PPC or pay-per-click AdWord managers, they're a dime a dozen, and they come in all sizes, and some of the worst ones are actually the big nationwide companies. You've probably gotten a phone call from some of them or been solicited by someone in a third world country selling you on getting a Google AdWords campaign set up. Essentially, what you're going to get is a $35,000 a year employee, or worse, some guy who washes his clothes in the Ganges River doing your campaign setup. Now, I want to impress upon you that that is not what instant clients are. We're the exact opposite of that, and you'll learn a little more as to why that is before we finish this presentation in just a few minutes. Something I want to reiterate to you though is that if you have a high converting landing page, oftentimes you can double the amount of calls that you're getting for the same amount of money spent just by having a good high converting landing page rather than a big long electronic sales brochure, otherwise known as your website. If you're spending, let's say, $1,000 and you're getting a certain amount of leads, if you have a high converting landing page, you can generate twice as many calls, literally doubling your return on your investment. Yet most business owners don't even know what a landing page is, let alone what it means to have a good one converting really well for them. And a high converting Google ad can also double the amount of phone calls that you're receiving. And here's the great thing about this. When you have a high CTR or click-through rate, and without getting too technical, that just means having more people clicking on your ad. So if 100 people do a Google search and 4 people click on your ad, that means you have a 4% click-through rate. So a higher CTR means more people are clicking on your ad. What happens is that Google rewards you when you have a higher click-through rate. So if more people are clicking on your ad, Google sees your ad as being more relevant, and they actually reward you by having a lower cost per click. So not only do you get twice as many phone calls when you know how to split test in order to have a high converting ad, but you're also paying less money for those clicks. Think about this formula for a second. You can get twice as many phone calls because you have a good ad, and twice the conversion rate because of your landing page. And that means you can be generating 4 times as many phone calls, which is the difference between a campaign that helps a local business grow from a small 1 or 3 man band into a multi-million-dollar a year revenue business versus another campaign where someone tries and they're like, yeah, that Google AdWords thing didn't work for me. Google is the new yellow pages and is going to be the #1 way to generate customers for local business like yours for a long time to come. So if you're not generating customers from Google, and you're missing out big time. So here are your options. You can try to do Google AdWords yourself and go through years of trial and error and spend tens of thousands of dollars trying to figure out what works, or you can hire us and plug into our proven system. I'll leave you with this final thought. Do you want to be a hard-working, self-employed business owner that grinds out 12-hour days for a couple of $100,000 a year, or do you want to become a real business owner that works on their business rather than in their business with dozens of employees working for you whilst you reap the benefits because you know how to generate as many customers as you want, calling you every single day simply by hiring instant clients to look after your client generation for you? Now, if this is making good sense to you, click on the button below this video and I'll speak to you soon.